Happy Friday, everybody. Today is December 19th, 2025, and this is your second to last Friday planning video of 2025. Let's talk about preparing for the new year without overcorrecting. Now, we're now at that point in December when two things happen at once. One, people start getting sentimental, and two, they start making bold promises to themselves that they absolutely will not keep. It's part of the holiday rhythm. We make sweeping declarations about how we're going to run our lives next year, and by February, we're back to normal. Financial planning is particularly vulnerable to this cycle. People go from doing very little to planning to do absolutely everything. So today I want to talk about right sizing your financial expectations for the new year and how to avoid that classic January overcorrection. Now let's start with the principle I teach all the time. A good plan works when life is calm and when life is not calm. January is one of those moments where life feels calm, and which is why people over-engineer their financial goals. They commit to saving more than their cash flow can actually support. They decide they'll rebalance portfolios monthly, even though quarterly or semi-annual reviews are more appropriate. They put pressure on themselves to become new people on January 1st. But planning doesn't work that way. So what should you be doing during the last weeks of this year? First, let's start by revisiting your priorities, not your goals. Your goals are destinations, but the priorities you have, those are the fuel. They tell you where to allocate your attention, your dollars, and your mental focus. Ask yourself, what truly matters most financially next year? Not what sounds impressive, not what seems like the right answer, what actually moves your life forward. Second, take inventory of your current structure. Most financial stress isn't caused by big problems, it's caused by missing structure. People save inconsistently, they invest inconsistently, they review inconsistently, and they wonder why things feel uncertain. Going into January, identify the structural upgrades that would simplify your life. Maybe it's automating those contributions. Maybe it's consolidating your accounts. Maybe it's creating an intentional cash reserve strategy. Third, give yourself realistic runways. Start small, build habits, allow your plan room to adapt. A plan that's too rigid is going to fall apart the moment life throws something unexpected your way, which it always does. Let's talk about markets for just a moment. By late December, they're now starting to publish their forecasts for the next year. They'll give you targets for the GDP, for the Fed, interest rates, corporate earnings, and of course, where they think the S&P 500 is going to finish. These are smart people doing good work, but none of these predictions should drive your financial behavior. As these predictions come out, note that in 2024, the forecast from Wall Street for the S&P 500 undershot the return by 18%. They're more accurate this year, but as of now, some of the big ones are still 3 to 5% behind where the markets are right now. The best investors aren't the best forecasters. They're the best adapters. Don't obsess over what the market will do next year. Focus on what you will do regardless of what the market does. Looking ahead, there are a few themes worth preparing for. Interest rates are likely to remain part of the conversation. Midterm election year noise will ramp up, and we may see continued dispersion between sectors. None of this should come as a surprise. None of it should derail your long-term plan. The antidote to uncertainty is clarity of process. So as we head into the final stretch before the new year, my recommendation is simple. Choose wisdom over intensity. Build habits instead of resolutions, and design a plan that supports you on your best days and your busiest days. If you'd like to start the year with clarity and a plan that's grounded, realistic, and customized to your household, I'm here and I'm ready to work with you on all that. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.